Currently, right now in Cookie Run Kingdom, there are 12 different cookies that have received a buff and a magic candy. And for those of you that do not know, magic candies in this game make a massive difference on the cookie's skill. Sometimes it can be just boosting an existing stat, it could be adding a new stat or additional stats, and not only that, it could be completely reworking their entire skill. So in today's video, I want to go over the magic candies, talk about which ones are good for which types of content, and which ones I personally think are the best to invest in overall. Alrighty, so for the video, I broke it down into 3 different sections, and the very first section is Guild Boss. Alright, you guys know that when it comes to running Guild Boss in the game, this is the single-handedly most important content in the game for every single player every single week. And when it comes to magic candies, you ideally want to focus on Squid Inks and Cream Puff cookies. And a lot of you guys that have seen my content before on Cookie Run Kingdom knows that I push Guild Boss content as the #1 focus for every single player. And it's simply due to the weekly and seasonal rewards. You literally can get a bunch of crystals every single reset by simply just doing your Guild Boss runs every single day. So naturally, by utilizing Squid Ink and Cream Puff Cookies Magic Candy, leveling them up will increase your overall score, increasing your overall rank, which then will give you increased rewards. Now, diving into the second type of content, and that is the remaining PvE content. We have the World Exploration, the Cookie Alliance, and then the Tower of Sweet Chaos alongside any other PvE event that they drop in the game. Starting us off here, I think the 2 most important once again are Cream Puff Cookie and Squid Ink. They are still really strong in PvE content, not just for the Guild Boss battle system, and because you should already have them built for the Guild Boss battle system, it's less resources you have to invest for building those 2 individual magic candies. Now, the next one I would say that's important would be either Espresso, Purple Yam, Vampire, or Latte. They all offer their individual value, and it really just depends on what type of content you're going up against and the enemy you're going against. Espresso is a very good AoE damage dealer, Purple Yam is a very good frontline tank and dominates in Cookie Alliance, Vampire is very good for single target damage dealing on bosses, and then Latte, once again, an AoE damage dealer. I would honestly say when it comes to PvE type of content in the game, these are going to be the best magic candies to focus on, because every one of them offers some sort of value, and you will see a lot of benefit from it inside of World Exploration, because a lot of it does derive from boss killers, so you're doing a lot of single target damage or a lot of AoE damage where you can kill a lot of enemies at once. All of these magic candies offer that level of value. Now, diving into the third type of content, and that is going to be PvP or the Kingdom Arena, basically any type of game mode that is player versus player. The 3 main important ones, in my opinion, at the current state of the game would be Squid Inks, right off the bat, obviously, because they're going to be used for a lot of AoE scam comp teams. Madeline, as they just received a buff and a magic candy, and they are dominating right now at the top tiers for the arena. And then last but not least would be Werewolf Cookie. Now, one thing to keep in mind when it comes to arena is that it is ever changing. Literally almost every single time a brand new cookie is dropped into the game, the meta does shift. So I don't really like to advise players to focus on building teams specifically for PvP, or their main focus as content in the game being PvP. Yes, it is a way for you to generate some resources, and I think that you should focus on it at some point via the season before it does officially end. However, I think that if you are looking to build these magic candies, these 3 at the current state of the game and arena for this season are the most important. As I mentioned here, though, it does obviously change, so this portion of the video could potentially be outdated at the time of you watching this. And now, diving into the next thing I would like to show in this video, and that is a tier list that I have put together that simply breaks down the value of all the magic candies that are currently available. Starting at the top, we have the must-haves. That is Squid Ink and Cream Puff, as I've already mentioned. Those are the Guild Boss cookies. Absolutely a must build by every single player. Now, the next tier we have is at least get to level 10. These should not be your primary focus, but they do hold a lot of value. That's Madeline Cookie, Purple Yam, and Werewolf. The following tier is they are very niche. You could utilize these for specific things in the game, but they are absolutely by no means required. That is Vampire, we have Espresso, Mala Sauce, and Rye Cookie. And then last but not least we have, and that is simply just the magic candies that are not worth it, and that being lattes, milks, and then licorice. And so now hopefully that helps you guys when it comes to picking and choosing which magic candy is the best to focus on as a new player, a returning player, or simply just a player that has been putting off investing in magic candies. Either way, Magic Candies are really strong, enhance a cookie's skills, but some of them just don't quite meet the mark at the current state of the game. As I've already mentioned here, when it comes to the ones that are strong for PvP, those can change and fluctuate according to whatever the current meta is. So naturally, I expect that portion of the video to become outdated in the future, but I will try to do my best to let you guys know down below in the comment section, in the pin section, on whatever the current active best Magic Candies are to invest in, or I'll simply make a follow-up video. With that being said, though, guys, if you have any additional questions, as always, I invite you guys to join the Discord. You can find that link provided down below, but don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe here on the channel for everything Cookie Run Kingdom related. And with that being said, as always, guys, I will see you on the next one.